So to start the game, you press F1 and then by the instructions simple gameplay menu and no editor gameplay, so it's gonna run quite fast. And then choose a character. There is one character for now, but in editor you can add more. So there is a hero, focus camera on him and make him active. You can switch control methods, so K mouse and such stuff. As we see, we don't have camera focus now, so he follows without camera. Now we have camera follows, and this video is about adding dynamic collisions. And I also added voice sounds, and there for now just placeholders, but there is some sound when he's walking. So when he put a step on the floor, there will be some sound and some sounds for doors and such things. I just grabbed some random songs from websites. I didn't find anything to make any reasonable difference for different terrain types, but he can detect different terrain types. He walks around, so I can assign different step and different sounds, but the sound is nothing I have knowledge about. For me it is just play file. Of course I can make some structures about it, but about generating sound and voices I have no idea. So I just need to grab them from some websites. Okay, so what we gonna have here? Of course, file is in the description. I have some issues during the fetch, so but there'll be more on GitHub next time. So this is before I did the dynamic object, just all these doors I have. And of course, when we move on it, everything works fine. But as we see, we are sitting on the floor because dynamic object, when moving us, is awaiting colliders. So any static terrain is expecting to collide with our hero, and in some movements, position movements, idle movements and such stuff, there is no colliders because there is no reason for, like idle obviously doesn't have colliders because there is nothing to detect if terrain is static, and it will be quite cumbersome if there will be any colliders. Of course, some can collide with the hero, but the character itself is not detecting any terrain or some similar transition. There are a few of them. I have to identify. So for now in this video, we don't have properly working colliders. So we move on it on the dynamic object as we did, but nothing more. The end of the video is the part of the program that is in the file description that works properly. So I added those idle mode collisions, and it's tossing us properly on the ground or on the roof or whatever. And it was necessary to add some idle colliders line, so they do nothing unless we are catching dynamic object. Of course, if dynamic object is catched, it is a bit different catching. There is more information because it is passed to the object, and if it is moving, it is sending back the information to the anchor on the tractor that go with me and send the new position. For now, there is no rotation added. I have to stack the rotation from the object that is dragging our character, or whatever other object or character that have collision detectors and anchors returning. But for now I don't have any rotating object, like rotating doors or something other revolving. So there were no purpose to add this rotation, because if I can't test it, so what's the point? Yeah? I don't gonna know what new issue comes about this. I don't expect any, but yeah, they always comes like Murphy laws. So now we are walking some terrain. As we see, we have quite high FPS as for such a complex logic about colliders and stuff on i5 machines, so potato. Today we have better in dishwasher. And this higher FPS I get just by cutting away some redundant functions like smoothing matrices and orthonormalize them. Like in most functions I have orthonormalization, but in case of most objects it is done anyway in the end of the step. Okay, what's more, there are backgrounds in menus. Here we have a VBUF list, we can export it. So for now the files are loaded from the external text file. So there is a list of vertex buffers that should be loaded, and here we can see this list. And there will be filtering and so on, and as we see we have save. But I have also a fail switch for this function, so there can be used a hard-coded list, just because as I see in the virtual machine and your compiler, behavior of the read access is not consistent. As far I'm working on virtual machine and your compiler, sometimes I can replicate the issue. There is no read access because you have not write access, so completely broken. But it is still using the old version function if it doesn't find any file, so it's follow up to flag it, and yeah, I didn't found prompting debug message and going to use a hard-coded mode. What we seen previously, it is a 3D pause window. So if we open some full screen menu, kind of special menu, because there will be graphing to see those vertex buffers. Then the 3D operations are frozen, and the graphic pipeline is frozen, and we can use different pipeline instead. And to start it again, there is a press space or something. Now we have the version with correctly working dynamic colliders. Oh, here I walk too fast, run too fast, and run in those doors. I'm about to fix it. This passing okay, and we here fits, so it works. Yeah, so it works. We ride with it, and we can do something. Here is the detector before the doors. So as for all the doors from now, there is a detector that is telling doors to move. So it is why I'm doing all those stupid moves, just to be catched by the detector. That also have a cooldown. Yeah, and again, doors collided with us. For now, the doors doesn't check collisions. So if it collide with us, we are in the doors. Now I'm trying to catch the doors and be idle on them. to check the roof. Yep, it works on the roof, obviously. And now we're gonna run around a level. How it works. Nothing more about it, because we can watch what is going on in the gameplay. Oh, some running, some grasses, biomes. I added also biomes that are diagonal. We see a few of them here. And yeah, placing diagonal. I have this option previously. I just didn't have any vertex buffers to put in those placeholders, so I have to make some new grass and flowers that are walking diagonally. Of course, they are small. They are just gap fillers in the bigger objects. And here we are waiting again to reload collision buffers. Like for now, this is a collision array or something like that. So when we are moving from place to place, it is loading local terrain as collision buffers. It makes an infinite world, so we can make whatever size of the level we like, and there is no constraints different than memory. CPU speed. If I can move collisions to compute shader, which is in GameMaker Studio for now quite cumbersome. This is possible, but work around it. Nothing I want to play with for now. So it can be much faster. So I'm gonna get like 100 or 200 FPS more on this potato. And yeah, and it will be all about this video.